A heat wave was on the way to Idaho, but it looked like it was going to be a bit cooler in the high country. Join us as we backpack our way to the Boulder Chain Lakes in the White Cloud Mountains. Brought to you by Occidentalist Outdoors. Okay, good morning.
Well, should have got up 2 hours ago, but
I tried. It was unsuccessful.
I really have a hard time getting up.
It was nice and cool, but yeah, we're going to be experiencing a heat wave here, so we thought we'd head to the higher country of the White Clouds in central Idaho. So we're on our way uphill now, and the first stretch is steep with no shade. So, but the mountains are already paying us off in great dividends. So yeah, we're gonna show you a little bit of that and head on up the trail. Wow, I don't know where the time went today, but the sun is starting to dip behind the ridge line already. So we didn't quite make it to where we had planned today, but we had a couple layover days in the works too, so we got plenty of time tomorrow to make it up to the lakes that we were going to camp at. Probably still spend a couple nights up there. In the meantime, we're kind of at the base of the last climb, but found a nice campsite kind of tucked out of the way off the trail. And best feature maybe is this stunning view of Castle Peak. So it's going to be neat to watch the sun go down and some of the light off the mountain there.
Well, we made it through the hike of day one, 85-degree weather, but it's warm or colder than home.
The mosquitoes almost carried us off last night as well, but it's all part of the adventure. So
oh yeah,
we're headed up the last hill and hopefully to some beautiful lakes. So we'll see you there. And there's the reward for the hike. Absolutely stunning. All right, so day 2 in the afternoon, we passed up, or didn't pass up, but passed by several lakes on the way to camp, and they are all just pretty stunning, huh?
Beautiful mountain lakes.
Yeah, so we found one as of now all to ourselves. Yeah, in fact, all but one had nobody there. So the big bonus of the day is the wind is blowing. Yeah.
It's trying to keep the bugs away from us, so we're very appreciative.
Yeah. Yep. It's it makes the being able to sit around the lake quite nice. So yeah, made a few casts out to some really small fish. Landed one. A lot of them are too small for even like a number 18 fly. They were rising to it, but they just wouldn't stay on. But fun nonetheless. Ooh, and there's a hummingbird. Yeah. Anyway, we're just gonna hang out here today. We're gonna go up to the upper lakes tomorrow, and then we'll be starting our way back out. But we've got a nice, just relaxing afternoon around camp. Ooh, alpine lake, wildflowers, and mountains. Hard to think it could get better than that. All right, so day 3, huh?
Oh my God, can you see what's behind us? It's breathtaking.
All right, our objective for day 3 are the upper lakes in this basin. Most of them, we're not going to make it to the very topmost. But other than that, we're pretty much here. There's 4 or 5 lakes right in a row, and they're absolutely stunning. So we'll give you a few shots of those. It's hard to think there's a prettier spot. On a day like today, you've got it all to yourself.
Yeah. Well, there was an eagle that just flew by. But...
All right. Okay, the last lake in this basin is where, if you see the water coming out right here, up on a shelf up there. We won't be showing you that one. But wow, this chain of lakes is just unbelievable. There seems to be fish in every single one. Okay.
This was a great... Where were we? Lodgepole?
Yep.
Lodgepole Lake.
Yeah, so we decided we'd move down this afternoon and save ourselves maybe a couple miles tomorrow. It's going to be a hot one tomorrow, so we're just going to make it as easy on ourselves as we can. Plus we got part of the afternoon here. So.
Yeah, it was great. Great morning.
Yeah, you got to hit the upper lakes if you come to the chain of lakes here. It's just absolutely spectacular. So we'll see you down at camp number 3.
Good morning. Hopefully you can see the mountain in the background with the sun on it. It's beautiful here.
All right, we wish that was all that the sun was going to be on, but we're getting an early start, at least heading off the mountain, and out to the trailhead today.
Woohoo! And if I get to finish the trail, I get a ribeye for dinner.
We will be having ribeye for dinner, so yeah.
Okay.
Yep, so it's been a good trip. All that's left is the trip out, but
Yeah.
it should be good. There's some pretty meadows, views of the mountain, and we're on the way. Feels good even at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Remember this at the end of the trail.
Looking like the heat wave might have caused at least one wildfire. Fresh smoke in the air. Luckily we had fresh air when we were up in the mountains. Looks like fire season is here. Again. Flies and mosquitoes, but they're driving us down the trail, so we're making good time. We got one stop for a water refill and a bit of a snack, and yeah, we got the water bag hanging with the filter, and we're gonna use this stream back here to wet down a couple bandanas and cooling towels for our last section of trail out in the sun. Luckily the water's ice cold coming off the mountain, so good little oasis stop. Looks like hotter and drier for the rest of the trail.
We made it. It is like 20 degrees hotter down here than it was up there.
So glad we got up when we did. Most of the trip was pretty good, but the last couple miles with no shade, it's hot.
That's one of those death-defying moments in your life.
Even downhill it's hot, but Glad to get up in the high country.
Yeah, the trail was pretty great. I think the road or the trail conditions were pretty good. And there's some hooting and hollering down here at the campground. But I have to say that trail leads you to the most stunning alpine mountains and lakes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's hard to think it's gonna get any better than that, so I would definitely do it again. It was worth it for sure. That's what backpacking's all about. So we're gonna sign off, and I guess we'll see you on the next one.
Wherever that next trail is.
Don't forget to let it rest.
Pure happiness.